Project Breakalign was founded in 2013. The main aim of the project is to create a methodology of corrective exercises which will reduce the risk of injuries for breakers. The key objectives of this project are to have a core team which will consist of b-boys and b-girls, as well as physiotherapists and medical specialists, and also to have academic resources for the research.
It's going to be looking at the relationship between fatigue, weight distribution and ground reaction force in b-boys, and we're specifically looking at the wrist and the shoulder.
Project Breakalign is really important because it integrates not only artists but also medical professionals and researchers. The b-boys and b-girls that are a part of Project Breakalign are absolutely essential to understanding dancers' health from a real perspective.
I specialise in dealing with dance injury, originally dealing with broken dancers and firefighting their injury status to get them back to performance. My hope for this project is to give language and resource to therapists that will be meaningful to breakers as a community.
I'm involved in the project because it's time we prevent injuries and rehabilitation and to educate the young dancers.
What's up, it's B-Boy Mouse. I represent Mighty Zulu Kings, Radical Force, Break Life, and Floor Gangs, you know.
What's up, I'm B-Boy Spin of London Soul Mavericks Crew. We're going to be part of the research that they're going to do for injury prevention in breaking, highlighting the importance of why b-boys get regularly injured, how to prevent it. Prevention is better than cure.
I think it's so important if you do have bits of injuries to be able to carry on with those injuries, because inevitably we're going to get injuries anyway.
Recently I've been interested in helping reduce the rate of injury in the first instance to see if we can bring down the really alarmingly high injury rates within the breaking community.
Our carpals in our wrists, they are not designed to have that repetitive impact with the ground. So that's part of the reason we have lots of pain in the wrist in this dance, and you can see how that shock would translate up the kinetic chain into the shoulder as well, into the trunk.
Artists understand what it's like to be injured and what injury affects in terms of their performance and their well-being. So having dancers investigating injury is incredibly important.
So we're going to be using video analysis, force plates and EMGs. So the EMG will be measuring the peak levels of contraction to see which muscles are being activated the most. The video analysis will be giving us information about joint ranges, which range is used the most, and the force plate will be measuring that reaction force between the ground.
We want to contribute to the hip-hop culture and provide accessible knowledge for the b-boys and b-girls so that we ensure that they dance longer, stronger, with no obstacles in their dance career. This Kickstarter campaign will fund the university research. It will also fund the team members which will be part of this research, as well as the expenses for the b-boys and b-girls from the breaking community in the UK who will be used to collect the data from.